Hey Internet, Eric here. Well, it's Bloody Sunday once again. If you're new to that concept or have never heard of it, it was created here on YouTube a long time ago, a handful of months ago. Hell, I don't know how long ago. And what it is you take a specific death from a movie, TV show, comic book, what have you, and you just discuss it somewhat in length in a video here on YouTube. This week, it doesn't have to necessarily be horror. It doesn't necessarily have to be bloody, even though it's called Bloody Sunday, but it just has to be a death that you really enjoy or has some significance with you or something like that. Anyways, the death I'm going to discuss this week is not horror. The death I'm going to discuss is from Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the first film of the trilogy. Now, obviously, if I'm discussing a death in a movie and you haven't seen the movie, spoilers. The death I'm going to discuss this week is Boromir's death at the end of the film. And I'm not going to get too into the Lord of the Rings series because there's a shit ton to talk about. I might eventually discuss them here on the channel, who knows. But the death I want to discuss is Boromir's death. He is played by Sean Bean. And when this is happening, or to set this up, he is one of the two humans in the Fellowship. The Fellowship is this group of people, humans. There's a dwarf, there's an elf, there's some hobbits, and they're going to take the One Ring to Mount Doom to destroy it. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. And Boromir has been he has attempted to steal the ring from Frodo. He's seduced by the dark side of the ring. I don't know how else to do it. Tries to steal it from Frodo. He wants the power, all that stuff. Frodo gets away. And now we have all these Uruk-hai. I think they're supposed to be like super soldier type orcs. I don't know. But they are now attacking. They're attacking the group of Boromir and Merry and Pippin. Merry and Pippin are two hobbits, not dwarves, I was going to say. And while that is happening, Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas. Aragorn is a human. Gimli is a dwarf, Legolas is an elf. They're fighting the Uruk-hai as well. And Boromir blows the Horn of Gondor, which is basically, we need help type of thing. And what is happening is Boromir's group is being overrun by the Uruk-hai. And, Boromir is taking down Uruk-hai left and right. And suddenly, the leader of the pack, I think his name is Lulz, L-U-L-Z. He's this big badass Uruk-hai, and you can tell it's him because he's got like white war paint on his face. And it's this really cool shot of him, like basically in slow motion, walking up a hill. Bow and arrow, shoots it, and as Boromir is, taking out Uruk-hai left and right, arrow right in the chest, like right above the heart. And he's rocked, but he still goes on. He's taking down more Uruk-hai left and right. Lulz, slow and steady, fires it again, and it hits Boromir lower, this time in the gut, and he falls to his knees, and you think he's going to die again. Of course, it's Sean Bean, so there's no spoilers of what's going to happen, but he gets up, and he's fighting again, taking him down left and right. Third arrow is shot, hits him again, falls to his knees. He's unable to do anything. Merry and Pippin, they try to save him. They are taken away by the Uruk-hai. And it's just Boromir right there on his knees as the whole army is running past him. He can do nothing. He's defenseless. And we have Lulz. He's literally standing 3 feet from Boromir. He's going to fire a fourth arrow. It reminded me of, like, as cheesy as it sounds, as like the parody in UHF when Weird Al is Rambo and he's standing against like the bad guy and they're like 3 feet from each other. He's gonna take him out, and then Aragorn shows up, saves him, decapitates Lulz, and Sean Bean falls to the ground, and he's quivering and he's dying and he's lamenting. He's telling Aragorn, they took the little ones. And I failed you. I tried to take the One Ring from Frodo. And he's lost all faith in what's going to happen. I think he says something like, "The world of men will fall," and Aragorn reassures him, like holds him. He reassures him, and he says, "I will not let it fall. You know, our people." And then what's cool about that, when he says "our people," "I'll not let our people fall," or whatever line he says, he does say "our people." That kind of reassures Boromir that there is hope, so that the fear in his face disappears and he smiles. So his last thought is, there is hope that Aragorn might help, humanity and the rest of the world from Sauron and the evil. And he says something like, "I would have followed you, my brother, my friend, my king," something like that. And he's showing that he does have faith in them. And what's cool is the last thing that happens is his hand is outstretched. And Aragorn puts Boromir's sword in his hand. And then places it on his chest so he can die, with his sword in his hand, a hero. So it's cool that he does somewhat redeem himself from trying to steal the ring from Frodo in his moment of weakness. And he dies. Aragorn kisses him on the forehead goodbye. As Gimli and Legolas watch on, they're mourning his death, and they realize they got a long road ahead of them. The fellowship has been broken. Boromir's dead. Frodo's gone. Merry and Pippin have been kidnapped, and that's the perfect way to end this movie, basically. At least with that part of the fellowship. But I really wanted to pick this one, not just because it would be an easy one, because it's Sean Bean dies in every fucking thing he's in, except the first Silent Hill. He survives that one. But I think he dies in the sequel, so it makes up for it. I just thought it was a really cool scene of redemption and a really cool hero's death. So Boromir's death in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, for this week's Bloody Sunday. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, click the bell, all that crap. Hope everyone is doing hope everyone is being safe in this time of isolation. Whatever, I still have to work. Be smart, be safe, watch some movies. Binge listen to my podcast, Two Bearded Losers. Throwing that stupid shameless plug in there. But other than that, yeah, be safe, be smart, don't be stupid. Cheers. Happy Bloody Sunday.